Hello folks and welcome to a brand new video by me, Tactical Max 7 on YouTube. Welcome to a Mac Tactics. Yeah, let's call it that. So here we have the 4-1-3-2. I put it out on X last night. It's a formation I love. It's kind of in a similar shape to the 4-4-2, but it gives us a little bit more defensive security. And you'll see why. It plays predominantly down the lines into the box. And obviously I've got Mueller and Klose up top. Klose still in the team because of the crazy heading he has. His goal a game ratio's dropped off a little bit, so he's at 110 goals and 113, but with the 77 assists, that gives him 187 goal contributions in 113 games. And Mueller is, as you can see, banging them in. You wouldn't believe he had a 4-star weak foot, by the way. Weak foot's good. We're trying out Scholes. Scholes has played 19 games, scored 4 goals, and had 12 assists from that centre mid position. Neymar is probably one of my favourite players on this game now. Bamate was one of my favourite players, but I think Neymar has taken over that role. He is just so much fun again. Because I'm trying to do more skills around the box. So having Diaby, who's got the 4-star skill, who's in left foot, on the right hand side, and Neymar on the left hand side, it's just so much fun. And then Big Rice is just there to sweep up 4 assists, so it's not too bad. Right, let's get into the team management. So here it is, TacMac 7C. I'm going to start calling them all TacMac something, because we now have TikTok, which is still going on TikTok as well. So there is the team. There's a code. There's a code if you want it. There's the defensive approach high, build up style balanced, 4-1-3-2, custom set. Let's go into player roles. We have Mueller on advanced forward and Klose on poacher. You know I like those combos. Scholes is on playmaker and attack. Neymar is on inside forward and balanced, and Diaby is on inside forward and balanced. Rice is on holding and defend, and then the defense is as meta as I can make it. Fullback defend, defender defend, defender defend, and fullback defend. And then goalkeeper just on goalkeeper and defend. So with the ball, we look like that. So you go from that to that. So that's how we defend. That's how we attack. So everyone comes narrow. So we're trying to, although it is narrow, Neymar and Diaby will stay wide at points, and then they will come in. So remember that whenever the rules, when we're talking about rules, we're talking about the AI. And I see a lot of people on X going, rules don't mean anything, rules don't make a difference, and then they show a clip of them playing with the player. I just don't think a lot of people properly understand what rules do yet. Even now, rules are the runs and the position your player will take up without the ball. So the AI, the IQ of the AI. ++ is better. It does better things. Depending on the rule will depend on what it does, and depending on the rules of the other players around you will also impact that. It's as a team, not as an individual. The individual is the role, but the role's impacted by the rules around them. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm going around in circles now. But the more ++s you can get, the better. So having holding ++ and playmaker ++, poacher ++, but having advanced forward +, inside forward +, defender +, goalkeeper ++. These are all important. For a formation like this, where my fullback is just on defend, I don't feel like the plus and the ++ make that big a difference for this, because there's not a lot of scope for them to do a lot. But for like inside forward, having the plus on, I think makes a big difference. I know it's a massive difference between having Neymar on a left mid inside forward and a left wing inside forward. I mean, for one thing, they're in a different position. But for another thing is ++. It just makes a difference. ++ makes a difference. It just does. I'll try and get more video stuff of it. But for me, poacher makes a massive difference, and I've known that from the start. So anyway, that's that's how we play with the ball. This is how we line up. That's the code. It'll be in the description, and it's on X as well. If you want to give it a go, let me know how you get on with it. And that's the team I'm using. So let's get into some gameplay and see how it plays. 4-2, no, 4-1-3-2 gameplay. Let's go. So we're kicking off. Those in the black, them in the white. I don't know what do you guys use for kit colors. I quite like contrasting colours. Like I know black and white, they're not technically colours, tones and shades. But what do you wear? Do you wear your team's colour or do you wear just a random colour? Let me know. So here we go. You can see the immediate shape here. So what did I tell you? 2, 4, 4, 4, 4, 2. Look how narrow these guys are. Nice. So he's got space down here, but I've got Walker. Walker's gonna burn him. Kachawi's gonna burn him, and I'm able to put pressure on the center mid with my CDM. Now, he's got 1 player running, so technically he has 4 here, and I have 4 there, and I've lost my CDM. Just me putting pressure. That's just the way I play. And I win it. And now I've won it. Look how high up the park I am, because I've been that wee bit aggressive. And I don't say be aggressive all the time, but pick your right moments and be aggressive. And then I've got a 4 against 5. And I would count myself most of the time getting a chance at this point. And now I should have a good chance. There we go. Muller for the first goal. So we get kicked off again. I have got my centre mid, and you can see they're very narrow, but you see they're still playing like 2 centre mids almost. He's gone to Greenwood, turns inside. Somehow Walker falls over, so I grab Van Dijk. And I don't know if anybody noticed that there, but I was preempting a run through ball. See, at this point, I thought he's going to clip the ball over. I thought he was just going to grab the ball and do an L1 triangle into this area. So immediately when Walker's on the ground, I'm like, oh, get me Van Dijk and get me into that position. He doesn't do it. So I've read something, and he hasn't done it. But Coleman's there marking him, picking up the ball. We go wide to Diaby, and even though I say wide, we're still quite narrow. We try a driven through ball, but I don't think I drove it. I know what I wanted to do, didn't quite do it. So that's one of those passes. He does one of those passes there that I'm talking about. Hopefully this patch is going to make it a bit better, but he does one of those passes there that he's got no chance. So we do a wee ball over the top, close to bottom corner. This gameplay, I should say, is a mix of post-patch and pre-patch. So I know it's a bit annoying. It's just the way it's happened. I didn't expect the patch to happen between me posting on X and... Look at that! It's so annoying. Don't do that. Like, how many times I tell you guys, face where you're going when you pass. What is that? That's just me being an idiot. And then, yeah, so luckily we win the ball back. Diaby, Closer, Scholes. See how narrow Neymar's come. So we've got a nice wee 3 in the middle there. Closer. We don't dribble with Closer because not going to end well. We end up offside. Advanced forwards, I find, tend to end up offside more than any other ones. He tries to do one of those dodgy passes and doesn't work. There, somehow I get really lucky there. Try and get the ball across, but Perrin comes out and saves it well. Diaby. Do we turn? Turn back again. Do we Berber spin? And it should have been a goal. I got on his left foot and everything. And then Neymar's offside. But it should have been a goal. Let's look at that. Let's just, you don't see me do this sort of thing very often, so let's just appreciate it when it happens. I do have some skills in me. This is what I was talking on the pod with the FUT doc about. I'm trying to incorporate more skills in and around the box. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying not to be read so easily. Yeah, nice ball to Muller there, who I think was onside, but we'll let it go. And Gusa, whatever his name is. Back to Pavard. Finds a wee bit of space. My left back comes and tackles him well. And then we find a little bit of space. And that was me doing a wee skill, and he thinks I'm going to go right, and I just go straight on. Sometimes the best thing is to go between the shortest distance. Ball into near post. He gets away. Closer with the aerial plus, just can't quite get it. He does nicely to turn there. Now he's got a bit of a break on me. But you see immediately, and it's really important to point this out, immediately my defence, just because they're all defending mentalities, they're all back really quickly in nice space, and Walker just gets in the way. Driven ball through the middle to Muller, and a wee ball over the top with Neymar, who's continued his run, and he finishes it on his right foot, which is really nice. Then we get going again, and Guendouzi picks up the ball, brings it forward. There's no way for him to go, so he goes back to Gusi. Gives the ball out to Nuno. Pulisic. He's doing this wee turny things, and anyone that does that wee turny thing, you can just kind of face them off and stand between them and the goal, not get caught trying to run round them. He tries to be ball over the top. We're there. We switch it to Walker. We do a lovely little flick, which we got away with. Never should have done that. It's because I'm 3-0 up. I'm feeling confident. Diaby, we're waiting to see if he commits. He doesn't commit. So we try another wee turn. We find a wee bit of space. We use Diaby's pace. We cut inside. We see Scholes. We don't use him. We continue with Diaby. He's not trying to tackle me. Lovely run from our centre mid into the centre of the box, pushing past the striker. Or strikers. Finding that penalty spot and knocking the ball in. He's paused it now. So I'm just looking at his formation. And we've done, and now he's quit. Like, okay, next one. And we're into the next game. So we've got a team that includes Gundy, Rice, Saka, can't remember who's up top. Again, a well put together team. And we get going. Also, does anybody do a specific thing at kickoff? Like, I don't do kickoff glitch. I don't think you guys would like to see that, and I feel like it's just disrespectful. I know it's not. People use it, and it's really, really successful, and it's a part of the game that I probably should know. But I just feel really... I don't want to do it because I don't want to devalue the game I'm playing. But do you guys have like a specific way in which you pass it around? I don't know how I missed that. But I do. Love the ball over the top. Klose and Miller making nice runs. So he knocks the ball long, and that's the kind of ball I'm always talking about. Last year we could play those balls quite easily. This year they're getting intercepted and they're getting picked off quite a bit. And that's fine. We just don't do them. Goals here, driven ball through to Klose, who takes the ball in his run, and then I try and do a fake shot to create space, and I go the wrong way. So again, that's on me. He starts doing that pop-up thing. Look at that. Great ball from Rice to keep it in. We dink over the top from Walker. He started doing this that wee pop-up thing, and I don't know why it annoys me, but it just does. When people like that was a deliberate pop-up. Like, right, okay, fine. You're going to pop up the ball to try and go past me, then guess what? I can do that too. And I will. Didn't do it now. Ball over the top to close though. That's why I love having a really nice playmaker in that centre mid position, because they pick up such lovely positions. And if you've got decent passing on you, you're gonna do really well. Straight away, Diaby over the top to Klose. Just absolutely brilliant. He comes forward, pops it up again. I'm like, stop popping it up. No man's land. Got this Moses Keane card. Give it to Neymar. And then we do the trickster pop up. And then we do the flick up. And then we do the trickster pop up again. And we take a shot. Would have been nice if it had gone in, but it didn't. So we go for the near post header. Right, we didn't get it. He had a chance to break here. But he cuts back inside. Gets it to Mustovli there. Dabala again. He tries to go down the outside of Walker. He doesn't have the pace for that. It's clipped forward. We touched him by Klose. Forward to Scholes, who's made that break from midfield again. A wee roulette. And then a goal. So yeah, once again, I have scored a skill. Like that technically is a skill goal. You know, him making that roulette and me finishing it, that technically... I'm a skiller now. And you've seen it. I'm a skiller. Not a good skiller, but I'm a skiller. Right? I'm going to get into the final thoughts, and hope you liked that formation. Hope you liked the way it played. It was good fun. I'll get into the thoughts now. Okay, final thoughts. It's a really fun formation to play. Like I said at the beginning, it's very similar to the 4-1-3-2. Sorry, the 4-4-2, it's a 4-1-3-2. The 4-3-1-3-2 is very similar to the 4-4-2. It's just more defensively solid. Having the fullbacks on defend brings them in the pitch and makes you a real difficult thing to break down. You don't have to worry about people breaking on you down the wings, which is kind of where the meta's gone. So what you're going to find with this one is you are able to attack down the line and then come in really centrally, and you'll have a lot of little tiki-taka passing options. So you're not having to worry about your players passing too far, because we know passing is a little bit janky the further it goes in this game, which, you know, give it EA their due. That is kind of real life, isn't it? The longer a pass has got to go, the more chance it has to be intercepted. So with this, you can tiki-taka, or as you've seen me do some skills, you can skill around the box, and you will have players to pick up rebounds, you'll have players to maybe 1-2 passes with. You just have options. Or you can hit a long banger like I did with Schools at one point. There are lots of different things you can do. Lots of options with this tactic. But don't take my word for it. Get in, give it a go, and see how it plays for you. It'll play different in different divisions. And that's always what it is. We have to play the formations that our players fit, and we have to play the tactics that fit us. So figure out your play style, and figure out what players you have in your club. They fit this, then get this on. Have a go at it. Yeah. And until I find you on the next video, have a very pleasant evening. Catch ya.